Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to put the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to Playtime. We got your 6 at 6. Now here's your host, Shad Turner of Veterans Unite Podcast and the People's Patriot Project. And as always, Patriot Pride.
There we are. Hot diggity. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic episode of the We Got Your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project and Veterans Unite podcast. I'm Shad from Veterans Unite, and like we always do, we've got Mark and Andrea from People's Patriot Project. And today in the foxhole, I see foxhole people. Because we got a lot of people in the foxhole tonight. But anyways, we've got a great show lined up. We may or may not have our official special guest due to things that happen. But we do have our musician, Chris Moreau. I hope I did not butcher that too badly. And at least half-assed got it right. But you know what we do every show. We have to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you can stand, please stand. If you're wearing a hat, please take it off. And let's say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, okay, there we are. I'm back.
We're here, brother.
I can see you all.
Wow.
That's scary. It's a good day. It's a good day. I'm having a good day. So I'm a little extra. It's not because of the coffee that's in my nice cup with the ultimate logo on it.
We gotta get you another one there. Gosh dang it.
Get you a real branch on there.
Please. At least it's not coasting.
We just gotta get the People's Patriot Project on there is what we gotta do. Yeah, real quick, I just want to throw something out there. Our hearts go out with Nick Valentine right now. We're planning on him showing up. He did lose his father yesterday, and we haven't had a chance to talk and have a discussion with the actual format of how we're going to present that. He was a Navy man and served in the Navy, and our hearts go out with Nick right now. And again, 0-0. Normally we don't even mention. Sometimes stuff happens and we don't bring up the fact that we're missing a guest, and we don't throw him under the bus and we're not throwing him under the bus for sure. But stuff happens and we get it, and we're here to help and support our veterans in every way we can. And our hearts and thoughts go out to the family members of Nick Valentine. And if we get to have him on, that's a bonus. And if we don't, we'll reschedule him at another time when things aren't so hectic in his world. So
Absolutely.
Yep. We got Pat Cornwell on there, law enforcement officer from Wyoming. Trey Ryder started off the show. Woohoo! Let's go, Patriot Bride. You guys hear those soundovers I just created? That was pretty awesome.
I'm sorry. What was that? I didn't hear anything.
Shock and awe.
Hey,
We got to get some.
how did it go?
To get that thing lightened up, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we need that one more time.
One more.
No, I'm
You got one more in there. Come on.
shock and awe.
There you go. There you go.
I think I'm shocked and Tony's at all.
Right. That's the 1-2. We love it. Andrew, what do we got this week? Or do we get to hear Andrew at all?
I was just sending you a message asking you why you're always muting me. I'm
I
sorry
didn't
that you
mute
feel upstaged when it's
Wow.
Sunday night. But all right, I'm just kidding. Hey, so we're here with these hopefully two awesome guys. We have Chris here, and I'm super excited to hear. I've listened to parts of your music, Chris. I'm super excited. And hopefully Nick makes it. If he doesn't, like you said, we're all standing behind him right now. I sent him hugs and prayers yesterday morning, so we'll just keep watching for Nick. So just a reminder, our military and our first responders, they're on the front lines every day working to save lives and protect communities across the nation. And during the month of May, we have a lot of opportunities to recognize their hard work and their life-saving sacrifices. So we're looking at National Military Appreciation Month. We're coming to a close. Is it Monday? Is that the end of the month? And we'll start our next month of June. But just always recognizing and paying appreciation to the armed forces of the United States of America, all in one chunk. It is also the month of the military caregiver. We pay tribute to those who care for more than our 2 million veterans, including all the work they do, even when they don't consider themselves caretakers. Just have a cup of coffee, have a visit, play cards. That's what I like to do. One way to show their appreciation, if you don't know what to do, maybe go visit a nursing home. Take some, fruit snacks was a big hit the last time I was there. Play cards, listen to music, take some kids along and draw, listen to the kids. It's amazing. And then we just are coming off, May 15th was our Peace Officers Memorial Day. And I don't think we can give that enough attention. I'm sorry, we're from Minnesota. We, peace officers, let's keep the word peace at the forefront, you guys. We got to figure out a way. We got to get along. We got to get through this and make it work. And we can, but that falls on May 15th. And so that's when we pay tribute to the brave local, state, and federal peace officers who have died or been disabled in the line of duty. Let's not forget these officers. They serve willingly. They make a ton of sacrifices. Talk about leaving your family to go to work. It's not a bye, see you later. It's a bye, hope to see you later, or bye, see you next year. It's more than most of us give. And they represent us around the world. You guys, it's international. So let's keep all that in mind as we move forward this week. Peace.
Awesome. And I want to do a shout out. Sorry, Chloe, I can't get to it right away, but I'll do it right now. Or one of our youngest fans out there down there in Georgia, Miss Chloe Knabb, always a fan and always here with us. Thank you, Chloe. And she just goes out there and she does it. You should watch this young lady show what being a Patriot's all about. She helps with Mr. Adam Jones, Mr. Adams, and her father down with the Feed the Heroes Foundation down in Georgia. And I watched her do the spiel, the 10-second conversation, the elevator conversation when we're at the Bold Patriot in Nashville. And this young little tyke just puts it out there, man. And her and Andrea have an endearing relationship, and Andrea's a language arts teacher for those who don't know. And Chloe and her have this neat little relationship where Chloe does some write-ups and Andrea helps her with it, and they talk about it, and it's awesome. Our young folks are out there and they believe in this whole big project of America, and that's what this is all about. Someone came up to me with the narrative just recently. Sorry about that. Hair fiction. Our country is little less than 300 years old. It's just a project. And where we've been and where we've gone and what we're doing now is no one else in the world has done in our fashion, with given the freedoms, given the liberties, given the chances. America is a project. And I know not everyone loves where it's been and where it's gone, but I do. And I know that we're going to get there. And we got Brian Gibson right there. He's got a fill can project going on down in Kentucky. No.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Southern Illinois. Fob Rush.
Well,
And getting that off the ground. I'm sorry, I'm just blowing that up, but whatever. We'll get through it. We've learned that I don't do a good job, and I think maybe it's been all the years on the howitzer that I don't do a good job of redirection when we're on here sometimes. And so, yeah, Andrea's shaking her head. So we don't know the format of the show just because one of our guests isn't here, but we do have Mr. Moreau on here, and looks like he's doing a little meet and greet right now. This is a transplanted veteran from southern Louisiana. He somehow in his brain thought it was a good idea to move up to Montana, Bozeman, Montana. And the funny thing is, Tony's on here with us. He's in our foxhole, and Tony's been in the same boat. He went to Wyoming and went to Wyotech to learn his craft and skill after the Navy, and they love that part of the country. I love that part of the country. If you haven't been out to the Rockies, you got to take a chance and get out there. Me and Chris had an amazing conversation pre-show here about just finding yourself, and maybe we'll get into that today. We'll just continue to move forward. Chris, welcome on, brother. Uh-oh, we got some mic stuff. I'll get you, see if I got it. It's on my end. There we go. We got you now.
You got me? Yeah, I don't want to mess it up. I know the connection is great out here. But yeah, so I'm I talked about it earlier. I came out of about 3 miles from the back of Pensacola, watching the Blue Angels practice every day, and now I'm up in right now in Montana. So yeah, it's definitely changed. It's a lot of big difference, and come up here, try to get in some music scene and try to figure out what's going on. But yeah, I work IT cybersecurity, so I kind of got a job up here in Bozeman, Montana. So I moved up here, and just trying to figure out what's going on. I actually found this Legion out here in Manhattan, Montana, and I absolutely love it. I like country music. I understand that's a little bit of different things, but I like country music, and so we came up here to open mic Wednesday night, and it came out here tonight because it was supposed to be a country band. And I'm gonna throw somebody on the spot. That's my new buddy right there, y'all. So yeah, they come out here and did some Merle Haggard and some country music, and so we had a great time tonight, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So we're up in Montana out of Florida, so it's definitely a life experience.
Yeah. So one of the conversations we started was the campaign and the need to get our younger veterans engaged with their legions and their VFWs, and I wanted to bring attention to that beautiful. It's a post. I was going to say lodge. That beautiful post behind you.
Yeah, fantastic place. And that's one of the things that I noticed, even coming from Florida. A lot of the younger veterans, they can, and I was the same way, right? So I didn't join the Legion, so I moved to Florida. And met somebody who was a friend of mine who actually encouraged me to join the Legion. A lot of the younger veterans with Afghanistan and Gulf War and things like that don't actually join the Legion, so they don't have really there's no way forward. They're stopping with the Vietnam veterans, and that's one of the things we're trying to encourage people to do. It's a great resource for veterans to come out to the American Legion and things like that, even VFW, and join. They need to move forward. I was talking to the guy earlier, and I was trying to put my arm around him. He came outside. I think he's back inside. I was trying to grab him. He's the PR guy for the Legion here. And we were talking about it. I said, look, what's your section? Where are you headed in the future? There's really not a path forward, because a lot of the Vietnam veterans, that's where it stops. They aren't really having anybody from the younger generation joining, and that's what we need to get. We need to get those guys in here and joining and realizing it is a resource. It's a brotherhood and a sisterhood. We need to realize that, look, we're here to help each other out, and that's a good place to find information, to share stories, to, even just to get it off your chest, and that's where they need to come. So that's something I've learned from Florida here, and it's all the same everywhere I go. So.
I love it. You're right. Some of the greatest times of my life was when we came out of the field, or if we came off a movement and we sat in the backyard and burned some dogs or hot dogs, that is, and have a couple beverages and just be part of family. That was my family, and we're still all there. The greatest part is, and this didn't necessarily involve being part of a Legion, but when we went down to Nashville a couple of weekends ago, we got to put our paws on Tony Turner and on Chris Turner, on Stephen John, and it was just like having a bunch of brothers and sisters in the room together, and it was just an amazing opportunity. And we're just excited to have those opportunities. That's part of our mission with the People's Patriot Project, is to build those relationships and grow across the country. And you know what? It'd be awesome just to be able to stop in every Legion and VFW. And me and Chris were talking about Eagles Lodges here just recently too. There's just Patriots strewn through these, and that's where you're going to find your support. And you know what? We're all about lighting the load. And if we can take your mind off one little tiny thing right now so you can focus on something else, that's exactly what we want to do. Just Sam's, good to see you, brother. I honestly don't know how to intro this first song, Chris, so I'm going to leave it up to you. The first song we got queued is Going to Texas.
Texas, so yeah, I'll tell you about this. So this was actually, I moved to Florida, had gotten out of music forever, and a long time ago. I was doing festivals and everything else in Louisiana and honky tonks, and kind of got music for a while, and was in the oil and gas business, and moved to the beach. And I guess that's something that every veteran kind of experiences. It's like, or something that I experienced for sure. Like every few years, I get antsy and I want to go somewhere else and go somewhere different. And, we decided, we looked at sailboats and realized we didn't know how to sail. So we're like, well, let's move to the beach. So we moved to Pensacola, about 3 miles from back gate of Pensacola. So we went to watch the Blue Angels every day. And I haven't sold my house yet, so if anybody wants to buy it, you're looking, hey, I'm selling it. Anyways, just kidding. But so I met a lot of songwriters down there. I met Mark Sherrill, who wrote Old Red for Blake Shelton. I met Troy Martin, who wrote Baby's Got a Good Life for George Strait, and hung out with these guys, and it was really a life-changing experience. And one of the other persons I met was Jamie Creasy, who actually promoted a lot of these guys, and he brought me up to Nashville to record up there. And I did a song that was written by Clinton Gregory, who 80s country music fame, did a few songs in the 80s and everything. And Jamie Creasy, Kirk Roth, who is actually Mark Chestnut's tour manager, wrote this song. And I went there, and I was fortunate enough to go up there and record it. And that's going to Texas, so that's kind of where it went from there. They actually gave me the opportunity to go up and do it, so I gave it a shot. And Rusty Tabor, who is a big natural guy, who actually did the demo on it, actually everything I sang on it kind of copied what he did on it, and I tried to do it justice, but I think Rusty did it better. But that's just me. But yeah, go ahead and give it a shot, and we'll see what we got on it. But I absolutely, it's one of my first attempts at recording in the studio, so.
So we've got Mr. Chris Moreau going to Texas.
If it's looking like I'm gone, girl, you got that right. I didn't come here to start a fight. Gather up my things, and I'll split. You can cuss me like a dog right about now. That's all you really ever did, anyhow. I got somewhere to be a lot better than this. You can go to hell, I'm going to Texas. Had it up to here, I don't give a damn. Apologize if you want to, but just forget it. Either way, you can go to hell, I'm going to Texas. In case you haven't noticed, we ain't the perfect match, and this ain't some hole you can patch. Best thing we can do is just forget. Sorry, but I've heard enough of your mouth. You'll step aside, I'm going south. If you don't mind, I'll say goodbye when I cross that red. You can go to hell, I'm going to Texas. I'm headed up to here, I don't give a damn. Apologize if you want to, but just forget it. Either way, you can go to hell, I'm going to Texas. Enough's enough, and home is where I'm headed. Anyway, you can go to hell, I'm going to Texas. I'm going to Texas.
Well, you question whether you did it justice, brother, and I can tell you, I think
Very nice. Very, very nice.
that
You,
was.
you know who I hear in that song is Travis Trent. That's
So, yeah, it was actually written. They were going to try to pitch it to Mark Chestnut. So, because coming from Kurt Roth, who actually does like Mark Chestnut's tour manager, he tried to pitch it to Mark Chestnut, and I think it won that direction. And Rusty Tabor, who, if you guys want to look him up, he does a lot of things for veterans. DAT sauce, and a lot of grocery stores are actually picking it up now, and those guys are like doing a lot of things for veterans. Absolutely fantastic, and I hope you guys will look it up. DAT sauce, and they're doing like a hot sauce line and a bunch of other things, and they're actually including veteran songs on some of their things. So when you actually buy the hot sauce, you find that there's a barcode. You can actually download some better songs, and they're doing a great thing. I haven't done anything with them lately, but I want to definitely get involved with them. And Rusty Tabor actually cut this as a demo, and I went in there and did it. It's a lot like Rusty did it, so I definitely credit him to the style of it. So
That's awesome. It was, I don't know, man. It was just one of those well put together. I mean, we've been so blessed with all the musicians that have come on. I think Brian Gibson will want to have a conversation with you about something he's got going on. If you're available, we'll have that conversation.
please.
After post show, but LJ Raspler, she's been to Texas. We've got one Texan on here right now, and it's again. I just want to bring tonight everyone. If you look at what we got on the panel, and there's a reason why this has been created and crafted in this manner, and we're going to continue doing what we're doing, but. We've got Minnesota, Texas, Alabama, Kansas, Montana, and Kentucky all represented on the screen right now. And people have at some time coming and I'll say the word ridiculed. Why would you allow these nonprofits to come into your show and do what they're doing? And the reason is I can touch the entire country with the people we have on screen right now. Our goal is to be within an hour of anyone that reaches out and has a need or needs help in some shape, form, or fashion. And I absolutely got the Holy Ghost bumps going on right now, just knowing the people that have commented. We've had Alabama, we've had New York, we've had Wyoming commenting on our show here tonight. And the crazy thing is, the reason why I can say this is because I have a personal relationship with each and every single one of these people that's on the show and who's commented on our show. And so I'm excited. And this isn't about me. This isn't about me at all. This is about we the people, the People's Patriot Project. It is about the other organizations that step in and say that they're going to be boots on the ground. And no, you're good. Don't stifle your people, brother. We got this covered. Two of us got it covered, actually. We're excited. The amount of time we spent at the Minnesota State Fair yesterday for the Minnesota Car Show was phenomenal. And the number of people that walked by and said, we believe in this mission, and they're not first responders, and they're not veterans, and they're not enlisted, but they believe in what this country's about again. I never get tired about this. I never get tired. We love the drive. We love the passion. We love the moving forward of making sure we're taking care of our veterans and first responders. So, real quick, Scotty Sexton.
What's up?
Give us a real quick update about the Forgotten 22.
Well, we had our cornhole tournament yesterday out with American Legion Post 256. Turned out pretty good. We had like 30 teams to show up. It was fun. And we are currently working on getting I don't know what you're doing. A clinic set up with Wichita State University right now. We're trying to bring virtual reality exposure therapy for PTSD to the area. Something that I've researched a lot and think would be something good for the first responders and guys here to take advantage of. So that's one of the things that we're working on.
Awesome. Excited about the stuff that's happening down in Kansas and your efforts down there, brother. Keep up the good work. Brian Gibson has a lot of patience with me because I massacre or slander his stuff via some kind of conversation. I call it Operation, and it's Project Die Hard, and I got it. I nailed it. I don't even have notes. I just did it. It was amazing. Tell us what's going on, brother.
Oh, brother. We are moving forward. We are doing up the final thing of our Fill the Can Challenge kickoff. We start passing out cans this week. It's just nuts and bolts stuff of it. The Forward Operating Base Rush event is just growing with just bounds and bounds and bounds. I sent you guys the teaser flyer, didn't I?
Is that with the cans?
No. Somebody throw it up on the screen, please.
I don't think I've seen it.
Hang on.
I'm not ready for it. If you send it to us, I will get it up another time.
Okay. But yeah, Chris, let's talk offline. I need you. But yeah, this is just we are just so blessed down here.
Awesome.
Fob Rush is going to become a reality, I pray, sooner rather than later. But yeah, back to you, Mark, at the studio.
Thank you. It's awesome. LJ Raspler is on right now with Vox Life Socks. She's been taking care of us. She's got Shad's Beaded Blessings there. And if we do a little, there we go. There's the beaded blessings there from LJ Raspler, a great supporter of the People's Patriot Project and taking care of veterans. She just went through a mission where she gave her Vox Life socks to 22 veterans. She's actually reached out and said, what more can we do? And we'll continue to do that. She'll have to come back on and give the spiel. Andrea might be ready to give can you give the sock spiel?
My gosh. So yeah, I got to talk to Irene live, and I feel like that's your teacher move, by the way. Was I not paying attention and you needed to call on me?
I probably had to. Yeah.
I'm messaging. Okay, so I got these. I've had these socks, I think 5 weeks now, and I did religiously. It's hard, you guys, with 2 pairs of socks to wear them 24/7. So they've been rinsed, they've been washed, they've been hung outside the car window when I was driving, whatever. But they've held up. I just didn't know if I noticed anything, but honest to goodness, I took them off for not even 24 hours, went to bed one night, and I woke up. So I've had headaches for like 3 years, just neck issues and headaches. I woke up with this worse headache, and I realized at that moment that I hadn't really had a headache for like 3 weeks, and it was really kind of weird. And then just the knee things, I don't know what it is. It's magic. It's voodoo. She voodooed the socks and mailed them to me.
You are going to ruin this for them.
No, it's amazing. It is amazing. I suggest everybody. And so I got to talk to LJ now because I probably won't wear socks. I'm on the pontoon a lot in the summer, so I need to figure out how do I go more than a couple hours without my socks on.
You have to go to the patches.
Yeah. Patches. The sleeve, that'll make a fun
about
tan.
neurotechnology, isn't it?
Yes.
It's really cool. Neurotechnology, the reflexology. So that has that strip across the bottom of your foot. And my son, who's got a degree, some master's degree in knowing how bodies work, was like, Mom, I don't know how they get that in a sock, but if it's working, just keep wearing them. It's awesome. Reflexology is for sure a thing. And he's like 30, so he knows it all.
Scotty, did you get your socks?
I did.
Awesome.
I'm wearing them.
Just because, I mean, you won't hear it on the podcast, but or you will hear it you can't see what we're doing as far as the comments and everything, but she gave socks and product to 36 veterans across the country. And so thank you, LJ.
Much. They're comfortable.
Well,
I've noticed that my sleep's been a little better too.
I don't know if they want my testimony on here yet, so I'll hold off for a little bit until we have a conversation. It's not a bad testimony. I got a weird system, and I mean Andrea's going to probably do some head shaking here, and it's cuckoo. She's saying wherever that came from. I can tell you they did help me sleep. I'm going to blame it on the socks. They made me sleep. They gave me inserts for my Crocs so I could rock the Crocs still. And I could rock the Crocs with the socks, but I also rock the Crocs with just the inserts too. So
slow down, Dr. Seuss.
I know, right?
How long did it take you to come up with that? Because that was
practicing
good.
that all day.
I had them. I actually put them on our show, on our Friday debrief. I just, this stuff is the stuff that comes to my brain, so it's all good. Why? It's the really good stuff. That explains a lot. Well, it's supposed. Don't say Crocs. Oh my goodness, so awesome.
Leave it to Andrew.
Michael Redford, good to see you here, brother. Thanks for coming on. Just awesome. Hey, Chris, we're getting ready to. We're talking to some other streaming opportunities to get I think, how close are you to those people up there at the Legion? I know they're busy doing a shindig up there tonight, But what would happen if we were to stream our show into the Legion every Sunday night? Do you think that would do any good?
Well, I'm working on it. So, yeah, the commander was here a while ago. Matter of fact, I hugged him and gave him tried to give him a shout out, but you guys were talking to somebody else. But I was definitely, they were definitely interested. I mean, I told them about it. So, yeah, I mean, we can try to talk to them. We'll give it a shot. I'm trying to get the keys right now before I lose power. So, we'll talk to them, and we'll definitely try to get it something going. They're very, very interested in what I'm doing. Matter of fact, a lot of people, you'll notice, some people have walked by, some other veterans, and they're asking what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm a podcast. And like, what? And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Look, so they've been pretty excited about it. I was hoping they had an office, and while the band was playing, I was going to try to get space on here and plug my laptop in and have an actual webcast on my phone, but we just couldn't get it done tonight. But it's definitely something we can work on, so I'd love to do that.
Absolutely. And right now we've got Andrew Fair, also of Tennessee. I don't know why it's popping up. Is that someone else other than me? Andrew Fair of Nashville. They're looking at building a new region down there. But again, Andrew, let's have that conversation. Let's get some of these veteran podcasts, live shows getting streamed into the posts, and let our brothers and sisters know that we're reaching out to them. This is what it's all about. I can't share the news of where we're going next yet. Working with a music person, world manager type person who's interested in some of the things that we're doing, and might give us the opportunity to be on Roku broadcast. So I can't give all the details on that, but we're definitely excited about that, and we're looking forward to making those connections and making that happen. So one more step of making sure that we're getting the message out there and that people have the opportunity to hear it. Chris seems like he's in a safer place in the sense that he got connected. Chris, let's give us the lowdown on Get On With Life.
So Get On With Life was something we came across, and a friend of mine, Catherine, who lives in Nashville right now. She's a songwriter. We looked at a few different songs, and I met her, and we became good friends, and I call her my sister. And she wrote this song with a couple of other guys who unfortunately have lost their battle. And I say that, I'm sure you guys understand. We're really good friends of hers, and they were dealing with a lot of issues a lot of other people were dealing with. They actually weren't veterans, but they were dealing with a lot of issues, and unfortunately lost their battle. We'll just leave it at that. And so the song itself, when I listened to it, I'm like, well, Cass, that's a veteran song. We put that to veterans, and we need to kind of put that out there. She agreed. She's a big veteran supporter, and she's worked with the guy I mentioned earlier, Justin Touchette. He's done other songs as well. So we kind of tailored it more to veterans. And it's a really deep song. It's not, I do a lot of Texas country and a lot of radio songs and things like that, but this was kind of a little bit different. And it touched me. So I went to Nashville and recorded with her. And I said, there's not really much more I can say about it. I wish I could have brought her on the podcast, but maybe later we'll get her involved and have her give her side of the story as well. But she wrote it with two guys who lost their battle to different issues. And it's a song about dealing with problems and trying to get on with life. We need to move forward. And it was weird when I listened to Texas radio, it hit the top 40 because people related to it. I think it's the top 3. But people related to it because with COVID and everything else, they're looking at as, get on with life. We're sitting here, we're depressed, we're down, we're getting down, we're having issues and the issues that everybody has. But you know what? Let's get on with life. Let's do something else. And we got to keep moving forward. No matter what, we have to keep moving forward. I know it's hard, but we got to keep moving forward. And that's pretty much what we're doing.
Awesome. And we'll continue that conversation after this, but This is Chris Morrow with Get On With Life.
Neon shines through tattered blinds, casting fairy tale designs on the Afghan round my feet. Mr. Weaver, wish you'd weave some warmth in me. There's a jazz band playing down on the street, preacher man preaching Jesus on TV, talking about saving everyone. Lord, save me from this bottle and this gun. Hey! It ain't easy to go it alone, bear our crosses on our own, find someone that cares if you live or die. It's hard to care when you're the only one there in a world that ain't even close to fair. No, it'll be a fight, but I gotta try. Get on with life. Shattered my glass against the wall, scattered pieces tell it all. Staring out a ninth floor window tonight, wondering what it would be like to fly. Knowing in my heart it ain't my time. It ain't easy to go it alone, bear our crosses on our own, find someone that cares if you live or die. It's hard to care when you're the only one there in a world that ain't even close to fair. No, it'll be a fight, but I gotta try. Get on with life. Gotta get on with life. Gotta get on with life. Gotta get on with life.
Bravo, bravo.
That's
Very good.
nailed it again, brother.
Thank you guys so much. Like I said, it was, like Cass brought it to me. It was such a different thing, and like I said, hopefully we can get in touch with Touche one of these days. He's another one who's doing. He unfortunately lost a limb in Afghanistan, and he's another one of my veteran brothers. He's done a song by Cass as well that's just as deep, and it was something that wasn't really meant for veterans, but we actually tried to approach it that way. So I, took a picture of my guitar with my wings and all that good stuff, and tried to push it toward veterans, and it like climbed the charts in Texas. Number 3 in Louisiana, I think number 2 maybe, but it was definitely something that she hit on, and like Cass was like, we need to really do this. I know it's not one of your songs, Chris. I know it's not really your style, but this song means a lot to me. It's something we need to put out, and we need to get a message out and hopefully help someone, and somebody who can relate to it and decide to get on with life and realize that the way out is through living our lives. We just need to move forward and just get things done. It's just the way to do it. So she definitely hit on it, and I definitely love her. That's my sister Cass Hunter in Nashville, and she writes a ton of great songs, so I definitely appreciate that one.
That's Get On With Life. I mean, I don't want to minimize it because it's a lot easier said than done. But that song is like an anthem. It rings out to me like an anthem in the fact that it makes me want to swear a little bit in the fact that because there's find a reason. You foxtrotting matter. Mm-hmm. And for those who don't know your military alphabet, you foxtrotting matter. Every single one that's hearing this, you matter, man. It's as simple as that. You did something and went and did something that literally 94% of our country doesn't even have the balls to go and do.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, brothers and sisters. Thank you for our men and women in blue who are going out there when people are spitting in your face and not and blaming the rotten apples of the group. Bless your hearts, man. So, dag nabbit, Christian got me all fired up, and this does happen occasion.
Man, look, you know what, Cass? I'm hoping if she's not watching it right now, I try to share it with her live. But I'm hoping that if once a podcast, I want to share it with her because that would touch her so much. She's had some personal tragedies in her life, and God bless her. I mean, the love of her life, passed away last year, and was a great guy. We love him, Daniel. But you know what? This would mean so much to her. She told me that. She's like, look, Chris, if we can make the difference in one person's life, if we can make someone hear this song and they can realize that there's a path forward. I mean, that's what she wants. I mean, she's been around the national scene since she was a teen, I believe. And, she took me to Nashville, showed me her picture on the wall at Tootsie's and everything. She's a great person. And I think she would love to hear this, as well as the people, our family members of the other people who wrote the song that are no longer with us. It would mean a ton. So I'm so glad you guys are understanding what she's trying to put through in this.
No, it's an anthem. It cut me to the bone, man. It's the message that so many needs to hear, and we've got so much to celebrate, and we're not done celebrating. And I'm excited to celebrate it with all of you. I'm excited to go down to Kentucky, actually Illinois, and celebrate with Brian and what he's got going on. We're heading down to Georgia to go celebrate what Adam Jones is doing down there. I get the blessing of heading back down to Nashville this next week to go see Chris Turner and a bunch of the crew again and celebrate. We're going to celebrate, man. We're going to lift our brothers and sisters up, and this is the time where we need to. On the cuff of that song, this is our We Got Your 6 at 6. This is our buddy check time. This is where I'm going to ask each and every one of you listening to the podcast, reach out to someone, absorb what you're hearing right now, but at the same time, go and find someone that you served with and say, you know what? Here's my virtual pause on you, brother and sister. You foxtrotting matter, and we care about you, and we're going to celebrate, and we're going to keep moving forward. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff we can talk and say and be about, but we'll get there. We're getting there, and we will get there. And I'm excited about what you brought to the table, Chris. I'm so excited that you came on. And maybe we always talk about the blessings that we get on this show. And I don't think it would have been a distraction to have Mr. Valentine on here, but we needed to focus this much on this subject matter today. Yeah. This is it. This is where we've gotten lucky, and this is where it's been. And I can see it's moving you, and I love it. That's why we love our artists so much, because they wear it on their sleeve and they put it out there in poetry and in music and just amazingness. And thank you for finding that space in your life and being part of that mission. We have been blessed because of you, and we want to thank you for that.
I want to thank you guys for what you said. I didn't interrupt you, but I thank you guys for what you're doing. People appreciate it, and people don't realize what really goes on out there, and it takes visibility. You know what I'm saying? I've been living my life, and there's a lot of guys who are living a lot harder life than a lot of us are, and they just need a hand sometimes to understand, look, this is normal. You think that maybe living a little bit abnormal, and your life is not the same. You know what? Like you said, let's reach out to each other, because we have that community, we have that bond. And if you have to find that somewhere, I mean, I'm one of those ones I bounce every couple of years, and it's kind of weird. Like I just basically threw everything down and moved to Montana. I'm a fish out of water right now, but I found a legion here, and I found a lot of people. Even tonight, people are coming up to me telling me, "Hey, Chris, how's it going?" And I don't have friends. I'm only here 2 months, so I mean, it definitely is out there. Stay positive. Reach out to somebody if you're hurting. Find someone who can help you out. There is somebody out there who wants to listen. Everyone will be there for you. We understand you guys. I mean, people think, you understand me. I've done this, I've done that. You know what? We've all done some things we're not proud of. I've got things in my life I'm not proud of. Don't judge. Just be there for each other. I mean, that's what we need. We really need that.
I have to say that when you're in that situation, which I've been in very low situations before where I have contemplated, and luckily I have found the truth in life, and I'm on the other side of that now. But when you're in that situation, it feels like there is no end to what you're doing. There is no help, and the only way to get past this is to do that. And that is the complete wrong answer. I have personally seen it myself. Because if I would have done what I was going to do after I got hurt, I wouldn't have my two wonderful children here. I would much rather listen to your war stories and your bitches and your complaints and you take your anger out on me than to attend your funeral. We really need to destigmatize mental health. We go through and do stuff that your brain is not meant to handle. And it's not wrong to talk to people to work through that. That is the biggest thing. That's what I have an issue with, is when someone's sitting here and suffering and won't reach out. We've got to be able to reach into them. You got to know your friends. It can be someone that's always the really quiet person, and they might be on the edge of doing something. And that little reach in is the thing that keeps them there. It's the thing that keeps them in this world. So definitely, let's talk about it. Let's do what we need to do. Like Mark said earlier, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different states on here right now. We got you.
We got you.
Well, and just like judgment, that's why our facilities is run by veterans for veterans. There is going to be no judgment. No judgment there at all. You come, you want to help, that's what we're there for. Whether it be a day, a weekend, a month, all the way up to that year. If you need it, we're there. And there's no judgment, because you know what? We all got demons. We all got them. And you're right, Scotty. I look back, and if I would have finished what I started, man, I just think of all the hurt I could have done to everybody that I've ever known. And it just breaks my heart when
You're not ending the pain. You're not getting rid of the pain. You're just transferring it to someone else.
To many souls. We had the awesome opportunity, and it's changing the channel a little bit. We had the awesome opportunity to talk to a commander for the state troopers of Minnesota yesterday, just on a walk by. We were just sharing what we do, and you could see when the light bulb went off in her brain because a lot of our Leos can't get the support they need in the communities that they're in because of the stigma. Mm-hmm. And she goes, I have a list of people right now that could use their services. And I'm like, let's connect. Let's have the conversations. And it starts with a conversation, and we're not talking about it. We're being about it. We are boots on the ground. We're building relationships. We're going out and we're creating the resources that these situations need. Again, we've got FOB Rush. We've got Vercon 22. The list goes on with all the organizations that have been on our show, and we're going to continue to move forward. It has been an absolute and complete blessing to have all of you on here. Again, we do a post show where we start and do a collaboration where we're trying to figure out where we fit into each other's world. I love when I get my musicians to rub elbows with other musicians, and they're not our musicians. We've got amazing individuals. Tony Turner being one of those there, looking all sexy, doing his hair in the wind thing. I don't know if you had we didn't get the endorsement for the product placement you had earlier, Tony. I don't know if let's see if we can get that check, okay, buddy? Totally.
I'm on it right now.
Fabio ain't got nothing on him with those locks.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping to hear something from him, man.
Chris, if you get the chance, look up Tony Turner on YouTube and listen to Simple Man. That guy blows it up, man, and we've got him connected with some people across the country right now. We're gonna foster this young man into a place where he's already worth it. He's been worth it, but we're gonna get him over the hump and get him into some places. And I got to listen to him in Nashville about 4 weeks ago. It was absolutely phenomenal. And again, very excited to have all these people in our network.
Actually, Mark, I was going to send Chris. I was going to send Chris a Facebook friend request.
Please, brother. You know, I've done. It's been a part of probably pretty much everybody's face or pretty much everybody's set list. But yeah, no, brother, do it. Anybody, please send me a friend request, man. I'm here for you guys, and yeah, like I said, there's a lot of very, very talented artists out there. I'm just, I'm pushing 48 now. I play music wherever I can, and that's kind of my sanity, and I just love playing, man. So I mean, there's a lot more people who can relate to that message, but I've just been very fortunate to meet some people who were great songwriters who've helped me along. I mean, I just pretty much gave up on a lot of things, and they kind of just pushed me forward. So I mean, you never know the connection you might make that somebody's going to help push you forward, and that's really what it's all about, So yeah, Tony, send it to me, brother. I appreciate it.
You guys kind of speak the same language a little bit. I think I misspoke and said that he's from Louisiana. He's actually from Alabama, but
Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So I've met a lot of people from Alabama. I've been up through there. I'm from Louisiana, but yeah, I've been down in Pensacola, Florida for the last 3 years. Near the Florida-Bama line, and I played it for Alabama a few times. And I know a lot of Alabama people, so yeah, I get. So look, so if I start throwing out names like, what's his name? I'll throw out one here in a second, but he's a big Florida-Bama guy who passed, but everybody still sings his praises. So I know a lot of Alabama people there, so we probably know some of the same people. I appreciate you, brother. Wayne Mills, that's who it is. Wayne Mills.
Tony was with us in Nashville 4 weeks ago, and you have a connection with Stephen John. Well, Tony got to hang out with Stephen John for a little while we were down there.
Yep. Call him C-Mall. That's his name.
C-Mall.
Oh, yeah. And he's actually on tour right now in Louisiana.
Boy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I saw that. He's like going through Texas and everything else. I'm laughing at him because he was wearing that same doggone Dunder Mifflin shirt for the last 3 days. And I'm like, man, you need a shower, dude.
Dude, somebody finally gave him some dude wipes.
I saw that. That's so awesome.
Ecstatic.
And if you're on and watching, Steven, good luck and good job on your tour down there. We were making connections with that tour as well. And we're just excited. That brings us kind of to an end of what we got to get done tonight. Has anyone got anything in closing?
All I can say is I appreciate you guys and thanks for inviting me. Like I said, I'm kind of just a hang around, and I play where I can. And like I said, to go from the biker world, yeah, I'm more of a hang around than I am a prospect. But look, I appreciate you guys bringing me on.
The biker too.
Anything I can do to help out, I definitely will appreciate it. So like, give me a shout, man. I'll do what I can. I definitely appreciate you guys bringing me on. And I know there's a few people who have done their songs and will definitely appreciate this. And I thank you guys so much. Thank you again.
Thank you for coming on, Chris, and it's been a blessing one more time. And we absolutely are ecstatic about where the mission is taking us and what we've been. A year ago, we had no plan in doing a podcast, and I can't imagine being where we are today without it. So, thank you for everyone that's supporting. Thanks for everyone that's been part of it. We will see you when the smoke clears. Patriot Pride.